to the Without the Bank podcast, where you and I are going to talk about all things IBC, the business of banking, utilizing money correctly, and how this will help you grow your business and your wealth. Okay, folks, today let's just get right into it. Oh, I am not so sure that I am going to love today's topic, but I do feel that it is necessary to at least touch on it. And so as we are going through this new administration and their new tax proposal, and I think it's their Family Something Act or something they're proposing, they have a few changes in there that are going to hurt business owners. Well, it's going to hurt everybody, especially the middle class. And I don't know if it's going to pass. I typically don't even like to talk about stuff that has not passed yet because I think it is an absolute waste of time and energy. However, there is another side to this that we need to be looking at. And two of the things that are in this proposal, one is we're going to get rid of the step-up basis. So right now, what happens is if I have a business and I sell it, let's say that I bought rental property. Let's use that as an example. I bought a piece of rental property for $100,000. And I sell it for $200,000, I have $100,000 of capital gains. I then have to pay capital gains tax on the $100,000. Well, for the past 100 years, they have waived that. So what they say is if you die, your family can inherit it at a step-up basis. So now they inherit it and it's worth $200,000 and nobody has to pay capital gains taxes. But you have to die in order for somebody to inherit it at a step up in basis. And this happens a lot in businesses and farming and anybody that owns land, investments, those sort of things. And so they are saying, well, we're going to get rid of that because the wealthy are the ones that are causing all the problems and not paying enough taxes, and this will make them pay enough taxes. But this wave of step up in basis, this whole exception, I shouldn't call it a wave, it's more of an exception to a rule, right? So over 100 years ago, they said you're going to pay capital gains, and then they gave us an exception to the rule. And now I believe we're printing money like crazy people, and we're giving everybody money, and the government comes in and says, how are we going to collect all these taxes? Well, we can go ahead and collect all these taxes now by taking away the step up in basis. So anyway, that anybody that passes away, now there is no step up in basis and the family has to pay the capital gains tax. So what happens when people that are small business owners, small investors, and farmers, they die and now we have to pay capital gains? That has been passed down 2, 3, 4 generations. We've just skipped it. We just haven't paid capital gains on it. We just keep kicking the can down the road. Well, that is going to hurt us financially. We're going to end up selling land. We're going to end up selling investment properties. We're going to end up selling a whole bunch of stuff just to pay the capital gains on it, which is going to leave the person inheriting it nothing. So there's two sides to that. You can feel however you want about it. I don't really care either way. What I care about is exactly what Nelson talks about. When the government makes a rule and then they create an exception to the rule, we need to be concerned. Now, the other one that they are doing right now in this same Family Whatever Act is they are talking about having banks report any transaction, any deposit or withdrawal that is over $600 from your bank account to the IRS. So at the end of the year, the banks get to collect all this information. Now, I am sorry, but we all know how, most people love Target, me not being one of them. Let me just make that clear right now. I am not a shopper of Target. So I do not fall in this category. However, it is a known fact. You stick a woman in Target and she's going to probably spend $600. So all of those Target trips, all of your mortgages, everything that you spend over $600 on, you had to fix a car. Oh, you got to do whatever, right? I need a new windshield for my vehicle the other day and it was $500, over $500. So now we need stuff like that. It's very easy. A pickup payment, a boat payment, a camper payment. You have property payments, whatever, over $600. And then any money coming in over $600 gets reported. I do not believe they really care what you buy for $600. I don't think they care about the fact that we're buying stuff for $600. But I do believe they care about every deposit over $600. And then it gives them access to know how much we have in our bank accounts. So when we are looking at just these two things, red alarms come up for me. Like, why do we need to let the government know what we're doing with $600? Like, it's not like it's $60,000. It's not like it's $6,000. It's $600. That's a new vehicle payment. What? Is it their right to put their nose in everything that we're doing? They give to us, and then they immediately want to have their fingers in the pot to know what we're doing because we gave you something. We saved you from coronavirus. We saved you because your business shut down. We saved you because your employer didn't have money to pay. So now we should have the right to go in and ask what you're doing with the very money that we're giving you to save you. When the government gives you something and we take it, we are inviting them in. I am fortunate that I did not need any SBA loans. I didn't need any coronavirus money that was coming to us during 2020. I was very fortunate. I did not need any PPP or whatever it's called. I didn't need any of it. I don't even know what it's called because I didn't look at it. I didn't need it. Now, could have I qualified for it and taken it? Absolutely, I could have. 100%. My accountant was on me several times. Mary Jo, you need to take it. The money is sitting there. Nobody else is using it. Why aren't you using it? Number one, because it was meant for people that legitimately needed it. Clients that I have that filed bankruptcy because they had their clients and customers told they couldn't go anywhere, right? So we had to close our business. But number two, I didn't take it because be danged if I am going to go in bed with the government. We might have to do things that, like, obviously I'm going to pay my taxes, right? Obviously I have to pay Social Security. And if you read Becoming Your Own Banker and you understand what Nelson was talking about and how much he disliked the government, you would understand that we already have our feet in the bed, right? We already probably got the sheet on, but we don't have the comforter on. We're not getting all comfy here, folks, because of the fact that I don't want the government to ever be able to come back to me and say, well, you owe me that money. Well, I gave you this, so now you have to do this. If we're going to take something from them, they're going to then take something from us. This is alarming to me that they're even suggesting that we're going to get rid of the step-up in basis. They have every right to do it. It was an exception they made 100 years ago. We got used to it. We can't complain about it, right? If we are correctly planning our estate, it shouldn't matter if they take away this step-up in basis. It's going to destroy a lot of people, but we need to learn to plan for it. We need to open our eyes. That is all I'm saying here, is if we sit back and just say, oh, well, it's not going to pass, we're fine. We're fine if it doesn't pass. But if it doesn't pass, we can't just disregard it as if we won, because when is it going to come up again? Them getting access to our bank accounts is extremely frustrating to me. They have no right. I mean, they can see everything anyway. If you file your taxes wrong, they can see that. But they're trying to find people that are hiding money with cash. Because any transaction over $600, then I can say, whoa, where'd that cash come from? I don't see a 1099 showing that. I don't see anything on your little taxes there showing that you made those deposits. And can you imagine the overhead the bank is going to have? And you think you're going to get a checking account for free? Not happening. they're going to start charging fees to cover for these other employees. The bank has to make money too. They have a profit margin that they want to sustain. You're not sustaining a profit margin when the government makes you hire so many more employees. I mean, this is crazy. Absolutely crazy to me. If you look back, they also have a bill called the Guaranteed Retirement Account Bill. I think that was introduced in 2010, maybe 2008, 2010, in that area. It was introduced. And that just says, hey, we're going to take 4% of your income and we're going to put it into a system that we manage the retirement for you because you're frankly not smart enough to do it on your own. So we're going to do it for you. Oh, yes. And we may just freeze your 401k account after we pass that. Yeah, we might. Has it passed? Nope. Has it been tried to be pushed through since then? Yes. Several times during Obama. I believe one time during Trump. We've been trying to pass this bill forever. Anytime we can put some pork on something, we're going to throw some pork on there. Add a little fat. The fact, again, that it's being talked about is crazy. The fact that people don't know about it and not paying attention and become complacent is even crazier. We have to figure out how we're going to control our money. We have to figure out how we're going to utilize our money so that we can create cash flow and we can do it without having somebody in our business. And that is exactly what infinite banking is. Getting down to the level, what Nelson calls the you and me level. You and me are doing business. It is not you, me, and the government, because we're not asking for anything from anybody. It's you and I having a transaction that we decided to have, and it's a contract between you and the life insurance company. If you are listening to this podcast, you are already on the road to thinking differently and wanting to seek out information. How we get this information to the people that just don't care and think that there are bigger and better things to worry about, I don't know. I truly don't know. I wish I could figure out how to put my brain into that mode and say, oh, we're good. We got a paycheck this week. We are fantastic. I can afford my pizza tonight and I can have a little bit of beer and we can go on a vacation. Oh, it's fantastic. Life is grand. I wish I could make my brain think that way, but that is not how my brain works. I want to figure out what is going on. How do I become more in control? What do I do to my money? How do I create more cash flow? How do I keep it liquid? All those things, those are things I'm concerned about. How do I not become a product of what the government wants to create? So if you're listening to this, you're already thinking like I am. And welcome, thank you. I love like-minded people. But pay attention to these things if you've not heard. If you think that, oh, it'll go away, somebody else will take care of it. Who else is going to take care of it? Is it going to go away? The fact that it came up, we still need to think, okay, it came up, it went away, but we better prepare for next time. Because I guarantee you, my friends, there will be a next time. And of course, because I am a teacher of the infinite banking concept, I do believe that is the answer. So if you have not gotten the Life Without the Bank book, go to Without the Bank and grab your Life Without the Bank book. You can also grab Nelson's Becoming Your Own Banker book and get all the information that you need to help you make the decision. Is this for you? Is it not for you? And then once you've read it, I would be happy to have a conversation with you and see if I can help. I have a gentleman right now that I am so super glad that he scheduled his appointment because somebody was trying to sell him the worst universal life policy I've ever seen in my life. It was an absolute joke, and I will call it a scam. Absolute. Unbelievable. Over 30% of his premium was going to fees right away. So I'm not going to say that this is going to be an easy process if you are not going to come to somebody that absolutely knows what they're doing and you're going to try to go to a local agent and have this implemented. Good luck to you. Genuinely good luck to you. If you want to do it correctly, it's an 1.5-hour free consultation after you read the book. That's all I ask, so that we're all on the same page. Okay, folks, I look forward to talking to you. Email me, maryjo@withoutthebank.com, and I am happy to answer any of your questions. Whatever you got for me, let me know. Go to withoutthebank.com, grab it, and until next week, have a good one. Talk to you then.